Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, the 24th of October, 1 week before Halloween. I just wanted to kind of hit on. I got up early this morning and just started reading my book. I'm reading a book called A Wall on the Appalachian Trail by David Miller. And it's about this guy who just goes through a rough financial time in his life and kind of finds himself asking his wife, like, I'm going to quit my job. I just want to go on this hike. And he hikes the Appalachian Trail, and I'm almost done with it, but I've been really pushing this last couple of days in the past week or so to try to finish the book because, there's that urge to kind of, start a new book, the excitement about starting a new book, finishing up a book, checking it off your list, completing it, getting it done. And, I was sitting down in front of the fire reading this morning, and I started thinking about like what my mom would have been doing. She was the kind of person that, and my dad's the same way, that you wake up in the morning and you go downstairs and you'd always see my dad sitting in the corner reading a paper with his glasses on, drinking coffee. And then, I would go and visit my mom, and she'd always be sitting in the corner reading a book, smoking a cigarette, drinking coffee. And I guess some of those, especially with the cigarettes, that was one of the things that led to her eventual sudden, unexpected, and sad passing recently. I always told her, you need to quit smoking, it's horrible for you, and she just never listened. She was stubborn, and that's where I get it from. But anyway, I was just thinking about, when I was reading that, one of the things that I remember strongly and most about my own mother was the fact that she always read. She was always reading. She was an avid reader and always trying to talk to us about books and authors and stories and things like that. And, she's the one who got me into reading, and that's one of the things that I'm extremely thankful for. And I love the fact that I enjoy it, and it's one of the greatest things she ever passed down to me. So, Mom, thank you very much for doing that. And I'm looking forward to finishing up this book and getting on to the next one. But it's a new week. I've got a busy schedule. I've got a bunch of new guys coming into the program, a couple days of training, and then probably doing it again in 2 more weeks, a couple more days of training. And it's just, these weeks fly by, but they're just, pretty busy. But looking forward to getting these guys started, getting them on the right path, and hopefully turning some people's lives around. That's why I do what I do. But I just wanted to get that out, that this morning I was reading, almost done with my book, and just kind of was sitting there, and I thought about, why I read and how I got into reading, and it has everything to do with my mom. She kind of fought the school district when I was in 5th grade because I wanted to do a book report on a book that I just read. That book happened to be Stephen King's It. And, it was a book that I was just caught up in, read it all the way through. I loved it. And this was, I believe it was actually before the show came out, the 2-part series on television with Tim Curry. And, it was one of those moments where my mom just told me, she goes, you can read anything you want as long as you get something out of it and you enjoy it. And I read this huge book, and the school district didn't think it was a good idea for a 5th grader to be reading Stephen King's It, but she said, you know what, I support reading in any facet of life, and if he's reading an adult book and he enjoys it, then he should enjoy it. And they allowed me to do a book report on it and to read it and everything. And, that's how my reading life kind of started off, was in, because my mom fought for me to do that and be able to get like school credit for it. So I have a lot to thank her for and a lot to remember her for, and she just crossed my mind this morning. So anyway, you guys have a great Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Wednesday, I'll let you know how the first group, this new group, comes on and how they do and everything like that. And we'll see how things go. Have a great Tuesday.